Nothing was ever missing. I didn't learn this. It was this from the beginning, before language, before identity. I was simply here, not as a someone, not as a self, but as being itself, aware, intact, silent. No need to name it, no need to understand it. When I came home newborn from the hospital, my parents constantly played a dozen or so classical music pieces on little multicolored 45 records next to my crib. We moved when I was 6 months old. I still remember that time vividly, not with thoughts, not with words, but with something older than memory. When I hear that same music now, I'm there again. Not Philip remembering, but awareness, watching from the beginning. There was no ego then, no Philip, just sensation, just sound, just being. The one called Philip came later, growing like a salt crystal in a warm saline solution, slowly being given a shape, a name, a personality, but I was never that shape. I watched it take form. I felt the world speak to that shape, rewarding it, punishing it, trying to teach it. But my sense of self stayed in a very safe place, unmoved, still. Terrible things happened to Philip, and yes, they hurt. They broke the heart sometimes. But even in pain, I remembered what I always was, that which watches. I was not touched by what was happening. I was the field it happened in. And all the while I thought everyone must know this way of seeing, this unshakable center of being. But as I watched people chase things, avoid things, fight things, even in the monastery, the monks tried to overcome ego by using ego, a kind of spiritual wrestling match with the ghosts. I realized they didn't know. They didn't remember, so I stayed quiet, mostly, not offering answers to questions they weren't ready to ask. I let the world believe what it needed to believe in that moment, but I never identified with the story, not fully. And over the years, that early clarity never left me, or more truthfully, I never left it. I don't say this as something I attained. I say it as something I never stopped seeing. There is no me hearing sound. I am the sound. There is no doer, no done to. There's only the doing, appearing, vanishing like wind on water. People sometimes ask me how I got here, but there is no here and no path to it. I didn't arrive, I simply never departed. If you want to call it realization, fine, but don't imagine it's something distant or profound. It's simpler than breath, quieter than thought. It's what you are before you try to become anything. This is not understanding and it's not belief. It's not a perspective. It's the silent presence that remains when the idea of self dissolves like a salt crystal in warm water. And if I speak now, it's only to say nothing was ever missing.